2, 1. All right, big boys, let's rock and roll. We're a little bit late, but we showed up, homeboy. Happy, I think it's Tuesday, right?
Sure is.
Is it Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I gotta let people know because people be calling me on Friday talking about, hey man, are you live right now? No, that was Tuesday's show. I mean, like, come on. But today, another episode of The Boys on the American Cholo Broadcasting Network from North Hollywood, California. And our first member of the panel is famously known for smoking more rock than Tyrone Biggums, Mr. Mohawk Matt.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Mohawk
Yes,
Matt
sir.
is in the building.
Welcome.
That's his claim to fame. He smoked more rock than Tyrone Biggums on a Friday night, baby.
Hey, Sepulveda Boulevard will never be the same.
Welcome.
Our next panel member has done more shoe time than the jolly old lady in the shoe, Mr. Brian James. Hey, we're killing it. We're killing it.
That's right.
We're killing it.
Welcome.
And of course, my co-host, that's the hint right there. My co-host, who had the coolest beard in town, the only beard to walk the Folsom mainline by himself, but now he looks like a transgender boy, Mr.
Transgender now. Back in the house.
Hey, I got the writers working for me.
Hey, that comes with a lot of rights. Boo-boo, that comes with a lot of extra rights.
Yeah.
It's also a tax write-off.
Damn, man.
What's up, fellas? How we doing, man?
All right.
Great.
So what do you guys think, man?
How do you guys like the studio?
I think the studio's badass.
Pick up the mic a little bit higher.
I think the studio's amazing. All the little extra rooms in the green room.
That's what I told him. Spend some for the green room with the green room.
Yeah.
You know? Damn.
Yeah.
Green room is green.
You walk in there, you're like, damn, this one's got a green room, huh?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
what we're
It's
trying
nice.
to do. We're trying to elevate the conversation, elevate the spot, man. You know, make it a little more comfortable. So this is another episode of The Boys where we don't necessarily do any kind of interviews. We just sit here, hang with the boys and talk with one. We're talking about that Tory Lanez thing right now, man.
Yeah. I thought it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, I was in my cell. I remember watching it on TMZ.
Maybe it just goes quick for us because we weren't going on trial.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like 2 years ago.
It could, yeah. I mean, I could be wrong.
Huh? 2020. So 3 years ago, right? So
I mean,
3
I just heard about it like about 6 months ago, so it's new to me too.
You don't be watching
I just heard
TMZ,
about
do
it
you?
like 5 minutes ago.
TMZ, no.
And plus,
I was like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Who said he just said it 3 minutes ago?
Yeah.
2021
So-
felt like 5 years.
He,
You know what I mean?
he got 10 years, Holmes.
So what did this guy do?
He shot a ruka. You've heard of Megan Thee Stallion?
Okay.
He shot a ruka in the toe, homeboy,
And the toe?
in the foot.
Blast their feet. They have the footage where she's walking out backwards with her hands up, leaving the bloody feet prints all over the sidewalk.
Over some stupid shit. Over
wait
they
a
came
minute.
over they came from a party. They came from a party. He stayed at the party and he was trying to bang some other chick. She went back on some toxica shit, picked him up, went back, because she went with him originally, went back, and then when they got in the SUV, whatever, this fool, he was all turned up, thought he was gangster, doing one of those movidas.
Yeah.
Shot her in the foot, cost him 10 years. That's costing his career.
That's what he's
Let's keep it
doing.
real. Let's keep it real. That's costing him his career.
Why are you going to pull out a gun on a woman anyways?
Yeah, and shooting her in the foot is
And
that's
then-
not a
and then-
badge of honor.
Yeah, then you're gonna shoot her
I
in
mean,
the
yeah,
toe?
if you're gonna do some time, this is gonna sound horrible, but I mean, if you're gonna do some time. I mean, you shot her in the foot.
Yeah, right?
I've seen
You should've
worse.
just took
I
her
mean,
out.
yeah, I mean,
If you're gonna
and
do
to
it,
ruin your career, lose all that money.
What an
yeah,
idiot.
I mean, if you're gonna make a mistake, at least make it cool and big.
Yeah.
But to do that, I mean,
You're gonna go
in
in
the
prison
toe?
and have to show your paperwork.
yeah.
Well, nobody's
Brought
got
him
some
to
high.
shit.
Shot a hyena in the foot.
I got
right?
no. He's gonna be. I got them to murder, Holmes.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Hey, always those dudes in the canteen like, yeah, I got big store coming, end up with one soup. Stop. Remember? Oh, I got 6 babies, mamas. I got 6 baby mamas. I got a girlfriend. I'm doing big things. I slang dope. Got to escalate on 24s. Hey, and then they hit you with the, hey, can I borrow soup?
Hey,
Miss me.
but,
Get a soup to next
hey,
week.
but before store kicks in, he's right there with the bowl. Don't worry, I got you next week.
Got you, dog.
I got you next week.
Yeah,
bro.
And
From
he'll be at
some
the window.
hot Cheetos.
Hey, when the sheriffs pass out that canteen, he's like this. And he keeps checking to see if you're looking at him. Hey,
Nothing
my name,
coming.
hey, check my wristband. Officer, deputy, 645. What you mean it's not on there? Shut your ass up. You damn well want no money on the book, boy.
You know you broke, player. You know you broke. But yeah, that's just again, that is it's just all bad. 10 years for shooting some chick in the foot that you ain't really with. It ain't like you caught your baby mama fucking with some guy and you got into
In
the
your
bedroom
bed, yeah.
and you're,
Yeah.
then I could see some crazy shit like that. But really, well, you know what that is? When keeping it real goes wrong.
That's
Goes
actually
wrong.
that's a good idea for a segment. When keeping
When
it real
keeping
goes
it real
wrong.
goes wrong. But that's a perfect
Yeah.
one. But now, is Megan Thee Stallion I mean, because I hear a lot of people like, oh, you want to understand? She's still rapping. Nobody's going to say anything about her. That
No.
she did what 6ix9ine did, right?
Yeah.
She went to court, testified. Because if she really was about that business, she would have got a gun or got her homies.
Yeah.
But I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, I heard Megan Thee Stallion is actually a very smart, college-educated woman. That's what I've heard.
I wouldn't doubt that. I feel like a lot of people in the industry portray something they're not.
Right.
And
Oh,
it's
of
a persona. It's not who they are. So like that would not
Yeah, well, I mean,
surprise
it's
you at all.
entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Kind of like Boo Boo's beard.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
That's
It's
why.
gone now.
No, Boo Boo was the one that wasn't real.
Hey,
The
Boo
beard
Boo
was.
don't-
He took out.
Hey, but when you go to Canteen Boo Boo, did they bring a fish kit or did you have some soups?
Boo Boo's beer went maxed out every canteen, homeboy.
Yeah.
Every cantina,
First
carnal.
in line.
It had its own CDC number. Right?
Damn. Boo Boo's getting Canteen on your books and your books, huh?
Yeah. Let me get your number from
Hey,
hook you
no,
up.
yeah,
homie. I'm gonna hook you up.
don't trip.
My beer was like, fuck this vato.
Hey,
You know,
so-
by someone else.
So since the American Cholo podcast, we do stuff. Oh wait, we do good stuff for the community, right? I was gonna be, but how was that backpack drive?
I thought it was pretty, man, the lines were out the park on the street.
Right?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing.
Damn.
We gave out backpacks. We gave out just a bunch of hope to a bunch of kids. And let me tell you something. There was a lot of people that needed those backpacks.
Yes,
you could tell.
dude.
Appreciate
You
the
could see,
parents.
like,
You could
just
see it
the
on their
parents,
face.
the gratitude.
What I
for
liked
sure.
was the look. Some of these kids, when they got to the front and got a backpack, I think it was your wife I saw give a couple. The look on their face was just like, I mean, I could cry. There was 2 kids that I saw, like,
Like they got
Bro,
backpacks.
bro,
Yeah.
That was so humbling to me,
Bro.
because I saw two
Yeah.
kids just
Yeah.
jumping in the air, talking about how do you say backpack in Spanish? I'm talking the wrong guy in Spanish. But, mi mochila.
that's lonely. That's lonely.
Mochila. He's like, ay, mi mochila, mi
Yeah.
little ass kid. And I saw myself just right there and then
Wow.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a poor kid from a third world country. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I remember what it was to be real poor. And I saw this kid jumping up in the air. I got a mochila. It's not the big old $2,000 mochila, but
Yeah.
to him, it's like,
yeah.
dude, I got me a
Brand
backpack.
new.
What's also cool is I saw some parents pull you aside and also say like you could tell it. To have a parent actually have to walk up to another grown man and his wife and thank them for bringing their children a backpack,
Yeah.
that was humbling as well. To
That
just
was
be like, hey,
dope.
That was very
thank you
humbling.
for providing this for my. Because you can tell some of them were struggling with not being able to do it, but you did it for them, and that was
Right.
fucking awesome.
And then the backpacks and they're full. That's just
Yeah.
an extra burden. Like, my sister
Yeah.
goes shopping for my nephews. So if you were to move like the backpack and everything that was inside, that's one less burden for,
Burden
for
them,
them.
for the
Sure.
family,
Yeah.
for getting
It
ready
is.
for school.
Yeah, because these weren't no cheap backpacks either. These were
No.
like $60 backpacks.
Big OG Steve,
You know?
thank you for that $50 super chat, my man. Always supporting the channel. Salute, Gil, Boo Boo, Mohawk Matt, Lonely
that's
from
right.
Allerton, the Bronx, New York. Homie, that's what I'm talking about. That's love, carnal.
yeah,
But
that's love.
yeah, the Victory Outreach, man, Pastor Ray, his wife, the whole team out there. Them guys are soldiers for God, homie.
Yeah.
That's right.
More power to them. I even saw some of my little homies over there helping and cooking, and Pastor Ray tells me, "Hey, Gil, some of your little homies come over here," and I said, "That's dope, bro. That's dope." But at least they see me going over there. Them guys are like, "Damn, this guy can come over here. Why can't we?" And then,
Yeah.
then there was a bunch of group of little homies over there too,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, the homie wants to take a picture with you." He's a big fan, so to
Yeah.
me it felt great because I'm telling my wife, "Damn, the little homies watch, man.
Yeah.
the little
They do.
homies are watching.
Absolutely.
The little homies are watching,
And
and
look
we're."
like they wanted to beat me up. Too.
yeah.
They're like, "Who's this?"
Hey, is that why you stayed in? Is that why you stayed in?
Yeah, that's why I
under
stayed on the
under
other side with the backpacks.
No,
His homies were watching.
Yeah,
me.
one of the homies like, "Hey, let's take a picture." That's why I was calling you guys. Take
Yeah.
a picture, right? And he's coming, and he's like, "Hey, he's from the hood." No, because those little guys there.
Yeah.
I said, "Nah, homie, he's from Elmo." He's like, "What?"
Wait, no.
Yeah, like real trip. And then he was just laughing. But I said, "Nah, homie, we all love over here."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're being positive
Yeah.
role models in the hood.
I
homie.
saw that,
Shout out
yeah.
to the Victory Outreach. Shout out to the
Yeah.
the champions.
Yeah.
I can't remember their quite name, but everybody that's involved in that thing. That's a great thing. Oh, we're also doing. I don't know if you guys are busy this Saturday. We're doing the Lowrider Show. Same,
Yeah. We'll be there.
same park, same
We'll be there.
place. Except I believe it starts at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
on Saturday.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
have music. I think the Delphonics guys are coming out to sing.
The actual
yeah.
D Delphonics?
Yeah.
No.
He's an older gentleman, but he can still sing and do his thing.
Oh, yeah,
so,
they do.
so they're gonna be there. They're gonna have car show. Same thing. Food.
Yeah.
All love. Don't go
Yeah.
there with no chip on your shoulder. We're going
Yeah,
there
yeah.
as a positive thing, homie.
Yep.
And now that I said that, public service announcement, man. You can see on the computer right there, Chris. There's a look at where the sources at, brother. Sources, Chris. Sources. See audio mixer. Sources, scenes. Sources. Okay, there should be one that says, God, what's the name of it, Chris? Not the beatdown. What's that? I put it in there. I could have. Did I put it in there by mistake? No, it's supposed to be public service announcement.
Hey, don't
is
ever
it?
read the comments.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. All right, before
Ruthless.
we put this public service announcement, I'm gonna take you guys back to a thing that we used to see as kids. Go ahead, Chris. Let it roll.
They call me Yuck Mouth, cause I don't brush. Oh, I like my teeth like this. They call me Yuck Mouth. No, I won't brush. How's about a little kiss? I got most beef in my teeth, got some chicken too. Ouch! That's a cavity. Hey, that's new. Well, if you don't brush your teeth, then
Low key, I think he's outside right now in front of
Yuck Mouth, another nutritional message from the
Who
ABC
remembers
television
Yuck Mouth,
network.
man?
Oh my
Who
God,
remembers
bro.
Yuck Mouth?
Man. I'm pretty sure he's out there right now.
They call me Yuck
Boulevard.
Mouth.
Man.
See, here, we get back to the community. Kids, brush your teeth, and now you're going to be a
Man,
Yuck Mouth, homie.
Man.
Shit.
Public service announcement. Por favor, brush your teeth.
Yeah, but so that we're gonna do the car show on Saturday. We're gonna do our thing. When are you gonna be at? You gonna be around?
Yeah, it should be.
All
Yeah, I'll be around.
right, all right.
Saturday.
So what's up with you and all these tattoos? I mean, you're out of room already, player.
I don't know. I
Tattoo
just
fever and shit?
we're fixing a bunch of old stuff and adding some new stuff in some little spots I got left open.
You would think there's nothing, but it's crazy how like a big brand new tattoo on top. Like,
Yeah.
this fool's averaging like 3 tattoos a week.
You just got to
right
do
now.
it real dark and go over it.
Well, the ink,
It's different ink,
tattoos today
yeah.
are different than they were when we were kids or in the joint. The ink is very intense and amazing. Yeah.
Black is black and ain't gonna turn
It's-
green.
No, this is like extreme. Like Big Sleeps, my homeboy, big shout out to Sleeps, makes some stuff that goes over everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta get Big Sleeps in here. I talked to him. I talked to him about a
Yes.
month ago.
Great dude.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love
That's
that.
Solid dude, man.
Solid.
It'll be great to get him in here.
Yeah.
Get his homie in here. Sick Jackin in here. I talked to Sick already
Yup.
a few months back. Try to get
Yes.
it. Come on, baby. Come on, guys. We're over here. Play up.
Deffer, all those
Deffer,
dudes,
yeah, all those dudes are great people. That whole crew, yeah.
Straight artists, huh?
Bro,
Hey,
amazing.
So let me ask you this: as a guy, you two who gets a lot of tattoos, do you guys think it's wussied out when you put the cream on, homeboy, to make it hurtless?
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
He used it.
I'ma say
he
yes.
used it.
I'ma say yes.
He used it. He used
Oh, that's why he's doing 3 sessions a week.
Listen,
it. He
listen.
used it.
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. No mama's way.
I'm gonna write a wheeler. Hey,
But
fool.
the
Just to let
size
you-
of what
hey,
he does on the side.
Just to let you know,
listen.
Lonely, I'm gonna put
Okay.
you guys. I mean, just to let you know,
Does it
Moha,
work, though?
Lonely said that. Lonely gave
Does
me
it
the
even
scoop.
work?
It works.
I have done my whole body, probably 3. I'm on my 3rd round of my body. I've lasered my dick. I've
Oh,
lasered my face. I've lasered my chest.
There goes our monetization right there.
Back to the oil.
There goes our monetization.
I just lost $50 sponsor.
Yeah, right?
No, like I've done my whole body. I've lasered off some stupid shit from prison. I've covered up gang stuff. I'm fixing stuff. I started trying out that numbing cream about a year ago, and it works, but there are some consequences of using the numbing cream. Number 1, your skin gets thicker. It's harder to tattoo.
You don't turn into a sissy?
No.
That's not what.
Look,
That's not what
hey,
the Trump.
I feel, listen, if you...
Side effects. You
if
may
you're-
become sissified.
If you're on your first tattoo, if Boo Boo's getting a tattoo right here, it says transgender pride. Okay, listen. If Boo Boo gets a tattoo right here, it's his first one, and you're using cream, I'll smack this shit out of you.
Hey, he's grabbing you for a while, but watch out. He didn't want to
That's how
go.
it talks to me,
He didn't
right?
want to go.
And I'm
Now,
the
look,
transgender.
if you're on your first tattoo and you're using cream, yeah, it's gay, straight up. But
Oh, wait.
But for your 50th one,
yeah,
it's
wait
okay.
a minute.
I've had my whole body done 3 times and lasered. I've lasered some more shit than people.
So
even
now
got
there's levels
tattoos.
to this shit.
I'm 46 years old. I use numbing cream at this age. I'm not embarrassed about it.
I don't know. You seem to be making some kind of like justification about it.
Well, I mean, you never think we're gonna talk about it on the air, but yeah, I mean,
Fuck, it's out there
I'm not.
now.
Look,
like,
I use it. It helps, but like I said, when you go home at night,
And it wears off? Yeah.
Oh,
the
does
thing
work?
about it is people don't realize that numbing cream only works for about 45 minutes into it. I sat for my whole stomach today. We did a big old cathedral in my middle of my belly, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit wore off halfway into it. I was kicking and screaming. That shit sucks.
You
The
listen.
pain is worse when it wears off, and then when you get home, it's almost like God pays you back for using it. It hurts way worse.
Cali Mac Por Vida, member for 19 months, boss. That's the man right there, like this, homeboy. And Alicia Dorsch, 1999, super. She's
Yup.
an epic fail, homeboy.
It's an epic fail.
Hey, I use the cream. I don't give a shit, homie.
Yeah,
I use the cream, homie.
I'm an adult. Hey, and let me tell you something people don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, tattoos hurt so much worse when you're over 40.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, try to get. Hey, we should make an episode one day where we all bring somebody and we all get tattooed, something small. And I'm telling you right now, bro, they suck when you're an adult.
They hurt anyways.
Yeah, they suck as an adult.
You see these people that are like, oh, that shit relaxes me. Fuck you.
Miss me with that shit.
No,
It does. It can be therapeutic. It can be boo boo. It can be therapeutic.
It's therapeutic.
I've kind of turned it into like, well, for me, it's advertising. I'm helping artists. Artists are helping me. We're all, and again, I have access for my company to a lot of amazing dudes. Big Sleeves being one of them that have helped me correct mistakes in my life that needed to be changed.
Is there any tattoo guys that refuse to use that cream?
There's a lot of them actually. Yes,
they are
because, like I said, when you use the cream, your skin changes its texture. It's harder to tattoo. One of the things I heard today from Franco at Cryptic in Azusa, when you're tattooing, they judge how hard to push and how much to shade based off how much pain you're in. Now, when you can't tell if you're hurting someone, they could overshade you. They could overwork it and scar you up. So there's different.
Well, I think there's also different because there's one guy. When I get tattooed, I ain't gonna lie. I go, I get my 6-pack of beer. I drop me some aspirin real quick. That's what I do.
So Norco's not gonna.
I did Norco's.
I drop me some aspirin real quick, and I asked my tattoo guy who did my whole back. Right, my whole back's done, and I told him, hey, is it true? It's like some people say you bleed, but to me, I like it because you don't move as much with the pain, without that much, because you got a lot of pain. Fools are moving.
I hear that also. A lot of artists will tell you they prefer to use it because you sit still, they can work easier.
Right.
So it just depends on the people. It depends on the artist. It depends on the people.
So
there are a lot of shops that will tell you we're not fucking with it.
It's only lame if you're under 40. You said
no. What I'm saying is, if you're like,
get this straight here.
Here's an example. I was at SoCal Tattoos. A kid comes in for his first
Shout out
tattoo.
Ray to Tommy.
Yeah, he wants an AK-47 on his face, and he's like, "Let me get some numbing cream." You're 19 years old. Your first tattoo is an AK on your face.
Yeah, you want to be a killer? Yeah.
You can't start with numbing cream, player.
Yeah, I agree.
Do me a favor, please. At least wait till half a sleeve is done.
I agree with that.
I just say get some work done under the needle, and then you can probably use it.
All right, so we got to write a book and make sure when it's sissified and when it's not. But I think in the future it's going to be something that it's going to be normal.
Well, the rappers are going under. You see what they're doing?
What?
Wasn't it Post Malone or one of the rappers paid to go under?
You kidding me?
No, there's like 2 of them that have done it. They hire a private anesthesiologist.
No,
this is a bad subject.
Weak.
2 rappers now. I think I want to say. Don't quote me. It might have been Post Malone. 2 rappers paid. I want to say upwards of $30,000 to go, because when you go under, you have to be monitored by an anesthesiologist.
Absolutely.
They have to watch your heart rate, your breathing, your blood pressure.
Yes.
So you're paying for someone to sit by your bed while you're put under anesthesia for 9 hours. And one of the rappers had 3 different dudes working on him at one time. His body was done within a 6-hour period.
That's insane.
If you got, homie, if I had that much money, I go get my '83 El Camino if I had $6,000. Let alone am I going under anesthesia?
How about?
Well, why not? You use numbing cream. Fuck.
Oh, boo boo.
There you go.
Gotta get mine in.
Yeah, boo boo. I take back the transgender remark.
Hey, what do you think about guys who go and get tattoo removals and then go ahead and get tattoos again?
Well, it depends what you're getting removed.
Yeah,
for.
That's me. I did that.
Me too.
You know, 50 Cent removed all the tattoos on his arms too.
Oh, did he really?
All of them, yeah.
He removed all of Mr. Cartoon's work.
No,
Really?
he left the back. I know he did.
Are you
arms,
sure? I was under the
think the
impression he
back's
removed
still
all of Mr. Cartoon's shit.
Wait, did he put anything over
But
it?
I know he
No.
went over it. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
What, did they have
Because
a
he said
fallout
his
or
arms
what?
started looking like he had rosacea or something, so he started. Yeah.
Well, it's also the brother's skin. A lot of times they take it. It's
different, yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
Yeah, that's
I
a fact.
feel like-
It's a fact. They handle tattoos different. But I also seen some artists that can work on black people's skin. That's fucking phenomenal. Just this week in Arizona, 2 guys won awards for that shit, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It depends on the artist, how good of an artist, and how much you want to dedicate to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So what are the tattoo like the conventions? What do they look for as far as judging for winners? Is there different categories?
Well, this past weekend in Arizona was my first time judging, and I judged with.
Oh,
some,
you judged?
Yeah, I finally got to do.
Nice.
Usually, I judge the Angels, the girls contest.
Okay.
But this time they had me judge tattoos. Now, I don't ever want to do that again.
Why?
Well, because, dude,
Too much pressure.
yeah, people show up with masterpieces, and again, tattoos. What's good to Gil might not be good to Boo Boo. What's good to
Right.
Boo Boo might not be good to Brian
Right.
Yeah.
or homie or me. We all have different tastes. I like Viking Cholo shit. Find another motherfucker that's gonna like the Viking Cholo style I do.
Yeah.
You won't. So what I think is fantastic, you're not gonna think is fantastic. So you put up a guy, let's just say someone who's judging color realism, he gets up to these tattoos with a flashlight and fine tunes and picks apart something that somebody worked on for 2 solid days while this person was probably losing his shit, getting hammered for 2. imagine getting tattooed for 9 hours, going home, taking a nap, and then coming back in the morning and having to re-tattoo all that same shit all over again. Right. It's intense. To have your shit just torn apart by some guy, you're like, hey, homie, fuck you. Yeah. It's hard to be honest. It's hard to critique tattoos because, again, what I might not like, you might like, and people put their soul and it's their time. And their talent is in a lot of these pieces of art, so it's really hard to judge tattoo contests.
I bet, but yeah, it's gotta be kind of heartbreaking doing all that work and then somebody just not liking your stuff.
Yeah, get like 9th place.
No, you get first, second, or third, and these judges, I'm not like that, but they'll straight out say, I've seen them be like, that's garbage. You shouldn't even be up here.
You know what I trip out?
Yeah, bro, they're blunt, and you have to understand the artistic community is way different than us. They are eccentric, and they are picky, and they're opinionated. Artists are a complete different group of individuals, but they're really good in their niche. This is what they do for a living.
Yeah. What I trip out on though, when you see those tattoo contests, they have you see them on TV and all that, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called, right? Most of those guys that are artists that are judging people's tattoos, you look at this shit, they got all kind of fucked up tattoos.
It's crazy, but a lot of tattoo artists don't have much good work.
It's like barbers are always bald. Like even in prison, like all the tattoo artists had the worst.
But it's kind of like that on the streets too. You should see some of the guys that are the best legends in the industry. Either they don't have many tattoos or they don't have good ones themselves.
Oh, they don't have good ones. Yeah, I agree. No. All right, Mr. Chris, let's switch this up real quick. Let's go. I want you guys to see this. I'm sure a lot of you guys. Yeah, the 7-Eleven one. I want to get you guys' take on this one.
I tell you about.
Yeah, you told me about this. This is.
Let it ride, Chris. Let it ride.
Oh, that's
Can you give us a little bit of audio on that, Chris, or no? You just don't like us.
No, I have it up, but it's not coming through.
Man.
Again? I gotta go there and see what's going on with you.
This
but
is
can you see it down there? Yeah, there you go.
They're getting audio.
No, the audio's off on the 7-Eleven beat.
Hey, what is he dumping in that trash can? Is it a cigarette?
Yes, 13's Madison Keevy live for us in Stockton tonight with answers from the man behind the camera and the company policy that was likely broken. Madison.
Yeah, that man tells me that at first when employees went to protect their store at this 7-Eleven in Stockton that he was impressed and supported what they were doing. But then he said after more than 24 hits, he started to question if it would end in death.
Stockton's dangerous, though. I was in a joint with a bunch of them dudes from fucking
open there.
Stockton in a joke.
So I'm shocked right now. I don't know what to think.
The man behind the camera replays a chaotic Saturday.
There's nothing you can do, but it's nothing you can do.
Cell phone video from a Stockton 7-Eleven on the corner of Center and Market Streets has gone viral.
Then next thing I know, a guy walks in with a mask.
So wait, so this dude is a homeless dude, shows up and
so let me start
he ran in a trash can. Look at
I asked the man who took this video, who goes by Dita, about what we see.
We're tired of this.
People are starting to get
masked
tired of
man
it.
attempts to unload the shelves, mostly cigarettes, dumping the stolen goods into a trash can.
No, what he's doing is
so
here's where you start to dissect this.
He's
He's baiting the employees. He's not just grabbing something and leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He's looking for confrontation.
protocol is broken.
Watch how fast. Watch how fast. Damn.
25, 26 hits.
How you feel now? Damn.
I was quiet because I couldn't believe like this is happening.
Excessive and potentially against the law. Stockton police say they're aware and investigating what plays out in this.
Look at him.
They whooped his ass.
And Muhammad was like playing first. He's playing right field for the Dodgers.
Am I wrong because that brings me joy?
No.
That's what they get.
Yeah.
That's what they get.
This is my favorite. You know me. Hey, Gil, my fingers are tingling right now. You know how I get about this subject right here.
That's what this 7-Eleven needs. They're getting jacked so
Would you see the one guy that plays classical music full blast? He has Bose stereo.
Yeah,
that guy will play. He plays it to get them off his property.
Yeah.
He made a comment saying, "I'm tired of walking out and stepping in poop."
Yeah.
They've cut my water.
where's this at?
I think it's in New York. They cut into his water line, so his water bill's $5,000 a month. They're showering and they're pooping, and he's like, "I will play classical music." We're talking. He plays it so loud you hear it 4 blocks away.
Yeah.
All night long. He said, "I will not let them on my property."
No, that's insane. And I'm hearing some. Well, this is the thing that just baffles me how
I'm
people
excited.
say this.
I'm excited.
They have insurance.
No, that's not a nice answer. That's not an appropriate answer.
That's not an appropriate
That's disrespectful.
Yes.
Hey, people don't come to this country. A lot of those 7-Eleven workers come from another country to have a job. Some of those motherfuckers work 23 hours a day.
Yeah,
they work. Sometimes they're working almost 24-hour shifts
all night.
So for someone to assume that just because you have insurance is appropriate for someone to be able to steal, that's bullshit.
No, what it sucks is for somebody like me that goes in there. Like I went to the 7-Eleven across the street. I can't even get a soda without asking for a cup.
Yeah.
They got no cups, no straws,
Yeah.
no condiments.
I was saying this.
Food.
No
And
condoms.
then-
So these-
no condoms. I was like,
Boo-boo.
condoms.
Boo Boo likes his
Boo-boo.
Slurpee with a condom, please.
Boo boo. Hey, you walked right into that one, my boy. You walked right into that one. I'm trying to help you.
You gave him an alley-oop. Yeah, you just fucking, you just slammed on my ass.
3-point.
Bam, fuck.
Let me get a cherry Slurpee and a condom.
And a ribbed condom.
Extra large.
Yeah, I only use Magnum.
A Slurpee and a Magnum to go, please. Hi, Boo Boo Bear, Boo Boo.
Well, I can't go in there without getting shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No,
It's almost like that thing with the needles they're giving out. It's just because they're homeless doesn't give them the right to assault and endanger employees. It's just not. It's not common sense. And the people that are saying, "Oh, it's okay, they have insurance," that's disrespectful too. Because my uncle works at a Chevron. Should my uncle be assaulted?
Right.
And should my uncle not be able to protect his gas station?
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Like we're all born with what's right and wrong, and
Yeah,
this is just it's getting to such a bizarre. They're calling them the what's it called? The term? They're the unhoused.
The
franchise.
Franchise.
Can we just stop? Can we call a pair a pair?
No,
This is
you-
retarded.
You can't nowadays. That's
People
that's
are
the problem.
stealing, and then they're looking for a loophole to get out of stealing, and then they're assaulting. That's the first time. Usually it's the other way. Usually I've seen them run into stores, and they will assault the workers while they're taking their property out of the store.
Well, yeah, but to me, it's like, what is that? That's your mom or dad, and the guy.
Yeah.
I see him all the time.
Oh,
After you, son of like talking off.
Yeah.
So when I was young, I worked at Taco Bell on Whittier Boulevard. It used to get robbed daily.
Yeah.
You know, and the owners would tell us, just give them the money. It ain't worth your life.
Yeah.
I mean, the owners would tell us this.
Yeah.
You know, and so when the cashier people, they would get robbed, they would just be like, here. You know,
Yeah.
and the best time to rob them was like at lunchtime because that's when they got more money in the
Yeah,
cash
yeah.
register. But me as a worker, do I want to give up my life for a fucking Snickers?
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, that's what you're doing. If
Yeah.
I go and
I hate
protect
the
the
world.
7-Eleven,
Shut
Well,
up.
this
I hate
guy's
your world.
that guy was probably just
He probably
tired of
owned that
it. I
motherfucker.
wonder how many but how often has that come? And then you have to clean up. Like it's a rippling effect. You have to, you know.
No, it's just bullshit.
It's just
It's
straight
just
bullshit.
bullshit.
You can't just go into someone's store and steal.
Yeah. Unfortunately, people just see. And let's keep it real. The reason people feel that 7-Eleven is okay to get robbed because these are Indian people and they don't see them as one of us.
They are one of us.
If it was Latinos, and this is how I talk to the Latino community, because I had a guy who's a very well-known Latino guy. I won't say who he is. He's a guy out there in the community. I posted that thing about 7-Eleven. He told me, "You're over there helping out the big corporations." I said, "No, that's a mom and pop's place. What are you talking about?" If it was
Those
a Latino,
are franchise, aren't they franchises? These couples buy this location. They work hard, save money to buy that particular 7-Eleven. They come here and they rotate with their private. They use their sons, their daughters, their mother, and the father. They all rotate and work together. It doesn't matter what race you are. That kind of behavior is wrong.
And I think insurance. Okay, then. Whoever says they got insurance, let me know where you live. Let me go break your windows.
Yeah, you got insurance, homie. Yeah.
And there's a constant threat of something at this 7-Eleven at all times.
Yeah.
From the
Remember
second
the other
you
one
come
too,
to
the
work
one
to
on
go home.
Balboa, the one on Balboa and Roscoe is the same way. It's horrible.
Yeah. To me, they should be able to put the beat down on people. Like if I own a store and somebody, well, you gotta make sure I'm gonna beat somebody down real good.
Okay, so here's, let me explain the rippling effect also. So let's take San Francisco. So this started to happen in stores like Bed Bath & Beyond, Staples.
They took off.
So all these humongous stores left the city of San Francisco. Can you imagine what would happen if we lost, let's just say 98 fucking 7-Elevens in the San Fernando Valley? That affects our economy.
Yeah.
That affects us. So if all these people decide to leave, because why? They're not being protected? Part of the taxes you're paying is to protect your store.
Right.
The cops won't show up and help you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say agreeing with beat the bark off some guy, but you can restrain him. You should be able to grab him.
I think
that beat was pretty good.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
You should be able to do that.
It wasn't a bat. It was a nice piece of wood.
Yeah, it was thin. It was thin. Yeah,
flexible.
And if you've seen the original video, he was getting hit on the butt.
And I guarantee you,
the original video.
And I guarantee you that guy will never go into that 7-Eleven and rob a cat.
I guarantee.
I guarantee.
And he's going to.
Well, the problem is they're coming back with like 10 other homeless people, and they'll probably rush the store.
Well, they're thinking about charging the guys, but I don't think the community's gonna let that happen. I think the community's finally sick and tired of this.
It's happening everywhere. People are getting sick. I knew this was gonna happen. The pendulum went so far this way that before it gets back where it needs to be in the middle, people are going to start assaulting homeless people, bums, all this other shit. People are going to get tired. It's going to get to a violent place before it gets back to a normal place.
Yeah, like my liquor store where I go to in my hood,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let them get, like, if I'm in there and somebody, no, I'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, cool, no, this is my liquor store.
Same for me.
Because what's going to happen is they're going to raise the price of my beer, homeboy.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And there's going to be 7 other big glass partitions for you to fucking finally have to pay for your
right?
shit. And you're going to have to wait for them to come unlock the glass doors eventually to get your shit. Because all those coolers where he's stealing watch, now they're going to put big, thick plastic things.
Well, no. I go to the hardware store up the street. Everything's locked up. I'm like, dude, like everything, brother.
Yeah.
Little wood bits locked up.
Yes, CVS too. I'm trying to get my Advil gels. You gotta,
Well,
like,
there was
press
that
the
video.
button,
Did you see that video where the guy
Yeah.
just walks in with a flamethrower and
Yeah.
he burns all of them and takes everything?
Don't
in his
even
plastic?
care.
Oh yeah.
And they're not allowed to touch them.
No.
That's insane.
And you guys know they're trying to pass a law with that, right? They're
What do
trying
you
to.
mean?
There's a law, SB, whatever it is, California, that will prohibit, make it illegal for store owners to stop anybody coming in and stealing.
Bullshit.
Any shoplifter.
That's horseshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we need
Yeah,
to stop.
California.
Then we need to stop
Stop there
paying
right now.
taxes. You're not going to protect me as a business owner. Why should I?
Pay taxes.
Why should I pay taxes? Because the part of taxes goes to the fire department, the police
But it makes no
department.
sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It
It's
makes no-
bullshit.
I don't understand what they're doing. I mean, to sit there and say it's illegal for you to protect your property.
So what is the incentive for kids to go to school and get a job now? What you're
They're-
doing, you're teaching children. Why should you go to school?
Yeah.
just
We
go
won't
take what you
protect you.
want.
Well,
Yeah,
give-
just go take what you
Go
want.
take what you want.
Hey, Walmart's on deck right now, guys. The whole grab whatever you want and stop giving them your receipt at the door.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. Actually.
Well, that's
Oh,
what.
yeah.
That's
I
why-
can't stand that shit. Yeah, no, I'm a man.
And then they look at it, crumble it up.
Yeah, what the
Well,
fuck
that's why
is
some
that?
big stores are leaving, like Frisco. Frisco's,
Yeah.
they're
done.
gone.
Those companies, they told the mayor, you will not protect our employees. You will not protect our stores. We're out of here.
Yeah, their policies over there are just destroying that, and unfortunately, the politicians in LA, they're doing the same thing. They're like following them, thinking
We're falling right behind.
it's going to be a different outcome. It's the same
There's
outcome.
no outcome when you're increasing lawlessness.
You definitely are.
There's no good outcome with that. And I'm a criminal and I'm a drug addict. I'm telling you right now, I'm the best answer to these politics. Because I will tell you right now, I will manipulate you. I will lie to you. I will steal from you. I will fucking tell you whatever you want to hear. So I'm stealing right in front of your face from your pocket
Just
while
to
we're
get
talking.
some crackers on you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
So-
well, I know that, but these people, like the ones on the board tomorrow, right? I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
They get my head like this, homie, because I hear them. The ladies out there saying, because I told her I don't want any more RV people, but I heard one of them lives in a car. That's why she's out there trying to get free parking. She's like, I see them as my neighbors. I said,
Neighbors.
Hell no.
a neighbor ain't gonna steal your TV and go pluck it.
First of all, my neighbor doesn't poop on my lawn. My neighbor doesn't dump piss and poop into the gutter that goes to the ocean because that's what they're also doing. They're increasing the damage to the oceans because the sewage has to go certain places.
Yeah.
Yes. But that brings it back to taxes.
Yeah.
You're a homeowner in North Hollywood, right?
Yes.
Right?
My business owner in Hollywood.
I'm just going
Everything.
to throw a number out there. You're probably paying in taxes every year about $3,000 to $4,000.
Probably a little more
a
than
year.
that.
A little more than that?
Yeah.
And do you want a fucking
No.
motorhome in front of your house?
Of course
Shouldn't you
not.
have the right to kick them off?
Absolutely.
Of that taxes you're paying for those streets and for those cops to come in and do your shit?
You're not. You need to be more humane.
No,
You need
I'm
to-
paying
No, being
$3,000
humane is out the
every
window.
year.
Yeah.
Humane for me is out the. We have turned into like a zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
Well, humane is out the window. I mean, I'm all for going through. It's time to clean up, homie.
Hell yeah.
That's what I look at
Start
it.
with loitering laws, and you got 4 hours to move, and
Well,
whatever you
yeah,
can't carry,
but
got to go in the trash.
California, you know, California got rid of the loitering laws, right? Because of the hookers.
Really?
You know that?
I didn't
No
know.
way.
Hey, you
I did not know
guys
that.
don't really follow me, man.
No,
California got rid of the loitering laws because of the hookers. Gavin Newsom signed it, I think it was last year. There is no loitering laws in California. Why? Because it was
Offensive to
discriminating to hookers who were Latino, Latinas, black, and especially transgender.
Why? Because they're out there selling their ass?
No, because
Yeah,
Gavin
well,
Newsom
it's
frequents the
like-
fucking blade. The blade. He's on the blade all the time.
I'm starting.
But then will you still go to jail for buying a piece of ass?
That's the problem.
You know, you're
Yeah.
you're going to let them walk the streets,
insane.
but you're not going to let me buy it.
Well, because
Like-
the hooker really got no money. The John does, and they're gonna tax you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
fine you. They want to
They
get
can
the
increase fines in courtrooms.
money. But
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah,
seem,
It brings money.
It does seem like they purposely want to destroy California and make it a place where people leave. The rich will buy the property, but it's just becoming worse and worse. I mean,
Well,
and
middle class is getting pushed out.
yeah, all the middle class.
Middle
are
class,
getting
you're
pushed out.
going to be broke or you're going to be rich.
Yeah,
Here
so
in LA.
Exactly. That's what I've been thinking. You're going to be broke or rich.
Do you see the shark one in there, Chris? I want to show these guys something. Let me see.
No, it's just
Oh, I got all kind of stuff, man. Come on.
Ice Cube too. I heard.
Don't play it, Chris. Don't play it. So, we've all had, like hard lives, I would say. Maybe not the worst, but we've had our ups and downs. As a kid, I thought I had it pretty bad, right? I didn't get the bike I wanted or the
the Knight Rider Hot Wheel.
Yeah,
or with that little spinner.
Remember it?
Yeah, I definitely didn't get. I didn't get.
I got it.
I didn't get the Tony Hawk that I wanted. I got the Tommy Walk.
You got the Tony Walk.
You got the Nash from Walmart or Kmart.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I had to swap me with the American flag on it. That's it. Here you go. This is not a Caballero, Mom. Well, I was watching this thing yesterday, and I didn't know this, dude. This baffled the hell out of me. Go ahead and play that Shark Life. This is I want to say you're here. Watch this, bro. This is nuts.
Sand tigers produce 1 or 2 embryos every day. After the eldest grows its teeth, it begins to hunt down its brothers and sisters. It's time for a series of preemptive strikes.
There's a camera.
The once crowded womb has become home to just a single living embryo. Now there's food aplenty. It can gorge at will on their yolks and their remains.
Oh, that's nuts. So they have 2 uterus, the shark, right? I think it's the tiger sand shark or something, right? They have 2 uteruses, and they start producing all the eggs. The first egg that's born
is the dominant one.
Well, who knows? Maybe if someone's born next to them, you'll see. I saw some that they're fighting.
Yeah.
They're like an inch long, and they're fighting. She's producing eggs I think they're saying every 2 days or something. So these guys are literally in the womb fighting and killing one another, and she'll have 2 babies. The most aggressive ones will live.
Wow.
Now that's
right.
That's evolution, survival of the fittest.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we think any of them are transgender?
Yeah, I don't think so, Hobbs.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
You never know.
Imagine us from the beginning. You gotta kill your brother and kill your sister and eat them. Yeah,
that's like more savage than Vikings, even. That's
dude,
some
that is
savage shit, bro. That's worse than apocalyptical.
I never knew that. I was like, what the hell is that? Dude, these fools are killing each other. Even the embryos.
Only the strong survive right there, in your face.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
and they come out and eat us.
That goes to show how nature is. That is nature.
That's how Sepulveda Boulevard was in the early 90s.
It still is certain points.
Come on. Between Satakoy and Nordhoff, right, for sure.
Yeah, dude. It definitely. But that's nature. And I think like America's becoming real soft and thinking that the world isn't like that. But that's the raw part of the world right there. It's cutthroat, brother.
Yeah, it is.
And right now we're teaching our kids that they're all winners. That they're all beautiful. You could have a kid that's fucking 250 pounds at 11 years old, and you're beautiful.
Somebody said something about that. You're not allowed to discriminate on. I don't even know what the right word is. There's a thing with that. You don't say that. Don't say that.
It's not overweight. It's not.
No, it's like size phobia.
Phobia. Something with it's gotta be.
Yeah, there's some weird man.
It's like what's the name? Like fat ass Lizzo.
Yeah. And then we got this damn Barbie movie. Don't get me started on the Barbie movie.
My God. What you doing Barbie, homie?
Did you watch it?
What?
I don't know.
Gil, don't let me find out you watched it. Gil.
You watched
Guys who put tattoo cream love Barbie, fool. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100.
Man, that was rough. I was about to go hard on Barbie right now. I can't even come back from the cream.
Come on, Mohawk. Let's go, Barbie.
Wow.
We're exposing everybody over here.
That's all right.
What's wrong with Barbie, fool?
So the movie
here we go.
takes an artistic view on how women. Now, again, the Barbie we grew up with, women should feel that they can do whatever they want. That women have every right to feel that they can build and achieve an empire and make a business and be independent. We want our daughters and people to think that.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that.
Yes.
But what's the right way to say this? Women and men have places. There's nothing wrong with a woman carving out her own niche and being independent. But the movie flips the whole world and puts it on an opposite axis where the women are everything and the men are basically bitches.
That's what
they demasculinize Ken. They make Ken a smooth bitch.
They do Ken?
Yeah, and if you remember Barbie in our day, Ken was.
It sounds like you watched the movie.
No.
Wait a minute. I watch gay porn because it's horrible to watch.
I watch it for you guys, so you don't have to watch it.
Never.
You don't have to watch it.
No, I've got some spies. I got spies.
Spies out there.
Wait a minute. I saw Barbie
There's
three
a couple.
times just to make
There's
sure.
a couple different angles with this.
I'm gonna watch Barbie.
Like we grew up with the Barbie and Ken, where Ken was a nurse. I mean, Barbie was the nurse. Ken was the doctor.
Yes.
Barbie was in the military driving the emergency crew. Ken was the army soldier. Like there was always they were the counterparts to each other.
Yeah, the male female.
Yeah, they basically bitchified Ken in the movie. They made him about to be a bitch. It's a woman world. Now that doesn't teach women the right thing either. There's nothing wrong with a woman feeling and getting out there and building an empire. I support that too. Help me pay bills, please. I mean, there's a certain access that we need to stay on, I think, that's good for our children and good for all of us.
You're talking about a balance.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
Now, because let's keep it real. I can't and don't want to do what women have to do in the world. I love them and I respect their position in history. At the same time,
their position in history, huh?
Well, with their womanhood, their motherhood, like they do stuff that, man, can you imagine how tough it is to have a period and carry a child and go through all that? I don't want to know. I love
too nowadays. You haven't heard? You haven't heard men can have periods too now, Mohawk. That's the problem.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Phil shot that down. I'm pretty sure. But
what were you thinking?
But for them to make Ken a bitch and question his sexuality, I mean, come on, that's
just wrong.
You're teaching this generation wrong.
It's breaking the family structure.
Mm-hmm. There's a structure, yes. Yes, thank you.
You know who else is doing that, I guess? I haven't seen it, but I saw interviews. Snow White. Snow White.
They're redoing that too?
Well, yeah, Snow White. We finally got one. Latinos finally got a Snow White. they didn't make Snow White black this time because they're getting everything. Shout out to them. They get their power. But Snow White is a Latina, but I already don't like it because she was on an interview already talking about the original Snow White is demeaning to women. Blah, blah. Like they're trying to change the whole thing.
She lived in the woods. She was a woman by herself in the woods.
And the dwarfs are upset too. Like, I swear to you, you know the guy from Jackass? Yeah, he's all pissed off.
Why?
They didn't get no dwarfs in the show. They fucking got actors and they got regular actors. And Hollywood's supposed to be super woke. Yeah, they did the computer AI.
You know what's funny? I saw some girl.
That's pretty wrong. They should have got a couple small people.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to know if I should say this.
Say whatever you want, brother. This is the American Troll Podcast.
I saw this girl, a nice black lady on TikTok, doing this thing where she's saying, listen, like they're purposely ruining stories that were made one way by swapping races and roles that don't need to be swapped. Like,
of course.
And she had a great idea. She goes, "Hey Disney, great idea. Why not just create a new Latino or a new black role for us?" Because what you're doing
shouldn't be doing.
You're starting off with fucking, and then you're ruining a good story. No offense, but you're ruining a good story, and you're replacing it with something that doesn't naturally fit. Like I'm waiting for them to do a Viking remake with just nothing but black people. It's going to happen.
Of course.
And then because if you think about it, and I'm just going to keep it real. If you think about it, when you look at a lot of Latino movies or black movies, there is no white people. There really isn't, for the most part. But then whenever they do some sort of like a Viking movie, they have to have 4 black characters when it's not necessarily correct.
We're too short. We can't be in the Viking movies. The Latinos are too short.
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like, this lady was saying, hey, well, why don't you just create a new role for us? Like, I study
because
history.
They're lazy.
I study history. Do you know how many awesome Swahili and African stories there are?
Absolutely.
There's fucking hundreds I read.
And also, when you try to give somebody like a character, that's like patronizing because you're not giving any influence to that community. There's no power by giving them a character in a cartoon or something like that.
Yeah, but why not just create something from their heritage that makes sense and is powerful?
Well, they did with what's the name? That was a great hit. Wakanda Forever. The
Black Panther. And that's an actual character from the Marvel universe. I remember the comic books when I was a kid.
It was that one was a super hit.
Yeah.
Right? What do we get? Oh, we got the Wakanda one too.
What's that? Coco.
No, what's
Coco?
Isn't there a new one right now? Don't you guys have a new action one right now? It's called Beetle, the Blue.
Back to the sharks.
Back to the shark. Hey, those sharks are vicious.
Back to the shark. Yeah, let's cut that whole clip right there. Somebody got racist. It wasn't me.
Hey, you guys want to open up the phone?
Yeah, but you got these big studios.
Yeah.
And these big high-paid producers that they should be coming up with new content. They shouldn't be revisiting old content
because
and
it
trying to
starts
change
trouble.
Yeah, and it's stupid.
Yeah,
it's straight dumb.
Straight up.
You lost what?
We lost some black magic.
Oh, so we're off air right now.
No, the white camp's still going.
Oh, the white camp's still going. Oh, you're trying to get the other ones going.
Yeah.
Chris is big feet, huh? So it is true, huh, Chris? You got big feet.
That's right.
I don't know.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I don't. That's not a conversation for me.
What it is well, this is what I've heard from.
Why do remakes?
Why do remakes? Because they're easy. They're easy.
No, but
you're right. It's easy.
No, because
it's always the bottom line, right? Everything's about the bottom line.
If I was heading this big time studio, I wouldn't want remakes.
No,
They never make it as good as the first.
It never will be as good as the first.
So why remake them?
There's some that I think there's such great stories that are told over generations and generations, and the new kids coming up, they haven't heard of them. Like the Transformers.
Yeah, you're right.
The Transformers.
Yeah, you're right.
Great thing. It's a new generation.
Yeah.
It's such a great story.
Yeah.
The thing is,
But they didn't change nothing in Transformers.
well, this is my thing. I wouldn't mind if they changed some of the characters, right? Colored up a little, right?
Yeah.
What I don't like is when they change the actual storyline to now make it more politically and make it more like that.
Yeah.
Barbie's Barbie. If you want to make a powerful woman, then do G.I. Jane. It's not Barbie. But the thing is that, the woke run Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones that are they run Hollywood.
And they're trying to appeal to whatever's the flavor of the month.
We lost them all now.
Well, how'd you lose them all?
They're frozen because I can't restart it while it's doing it.
So this is all. What?
Computer can't handle all of it.
So turn off and on, Chris. It's all you, brother. We can blame it on you, right?
Yes.
All right, everybody. We're gonna blame it on Chris. We'll be back in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.